Hello everyone. Today I'm presenting on the political economy of the scroll and the feed, a cultural studies analysis of attention, labor, and everyday life in digital capitalism. So these are my academic information, table of contents, and my research question. My research question asks that in what ways do digital social media platforms commodify users' attention and emotional labor through the ordinary cultural practice of scrolling, and does this constitute a new form of capitalist exploitation or merely an extension of existing consumer culture? My hypothesis. So uh, I assert that digital platforms represent a qualitatively new stage of capitalist exploitation, not simply an extension of traditional consumer culture. Drawing using the Raymond Williams theory of concept of culture as ordinary and Karl Marx theory of alienation, I argue that scroll transforms everyday culture participation into unpaid immaterial labor, and it extracts a surplus value from human consciousness itself. This differs from traditional factory exploitations in three ways because first is the site of extraction is cognitive and emotional, not physical. Second is the labor is disguised as leisure through clever platform designs. And the third is we are simultaneously workers and products being sold to advertisers. S- Uh, Here I have put the critical positioning that says users have choice. That as many critics says that users have choice and they can just leave the digital platforms on their own. On that, I have to counterpoint that when opting out means. Social isolation and professional disadvantage, is that really a choice? And as Wang's 2024 research article proves that structural alienation and the Heidmeyer's study shows that attention has become a distinct symbolic currency, and the choice is become an illusory part. Introduction. Uh, uh, in today's age, we can see the digital landscape. In digital landscape, scrolling has evolved into a profound economic and cultural process. The scroll and the feed are no longer neutral interfaces, and they are mechanisms through which capital organizes our attention, emotion, and subjectivity. Raymond Williams taught us that everyday practices are central sites of ideological reproduction, and digital capitalism reconfigures the ordinary into a system of value extraction, where visibility, affect, and engagement become commodities. My argument today is simple, as users are both the laborers and the products of the digital systems, and platforms transform human consciousness into a productive force, extending capitalist relations into the realm of perception and everyday life. Theoretical foundation. Culture is ordinary, and the scroll is now become ordinary. Raymond Williams argued in 1958 that culture is not elite or rare; it's ordinary and embedded in everyday practices as a whole way of life. Culture has two aspects: the known meanings passed down and the observations discovered. Today we see the most ordinary cultural practice is to scroll, and this ritual shapes how billions organize their perception of reality, social relationships, self worth, and identity. and daily rhythms and attention. So here my argument is that the ordinary practice is engineered to transform attention and emotion into tradable commodities, and what appears as leisure scrolling for pleasure is actually become a labor work for profit of the companies or the platforms. So we are producing data that platforms monetize, and the ordinariness makes it effective. So it feels natural, inevitable part of life. The attention economy, from scarcity to currency. So here is the fundamental paradox. Information is abundant, but attention remains biologically limited, and this creates the attention economy. So Heitmeyer's breaking 2025 research identifies the two types of attention. First is a flow attention, which is the biological resource of consciousness. We expend moment to moment, and it constantly depletes and cannot be saved. The second is calcified attention, that is the accumulation through metrics, likes, views, and followers. So here is how it works. Calcified attention creates a self-reinforcing feedback loop, and high view counts attract more viewers through algorithmic promotion. So the world's largest corporations like Meta, TikTok, Google, Netflix, and are now monetize human attention as their primary business model. Marxist analysis and the four alienations. So Wang's study shows that digital platforms reproduce all four forms of alienation. The first is alienation from the product. For instance, you post on Instagram, and Instagram owns the data rights, and it sells the targeted ads to the consumers, and after that you get nothing. So it becomes one type of alienation from the product. The second is alienation from the process. So scrolling feels like the leisure work and work we do in our free times, and masking its productive nature. So Fanon shows how platform labor operates through surveillance, and we don't control the algorithms, metrics, policy changes, and interface designs or data usage. Third is alienation from species being. So in that, labor should express creativity, but capitalism reduces it to survival. So fourth is alienation from other humans. That is, relationships become competitive through follower counts, and transactional through engagement pods, surveilled every interaction monitored, and precocious about precocious sorry precarious because platform controls everything. Emotional labor. So in this, here I have taken the Hochstild's study that shows how service workers manages emotions for wages, and surface acting and deep acting. The architecture of extraction. Here is this slides shows that how do platforms engineer this extraction, and what are the mechanisms working behind it. So these are the case studies of TikTok, Instagram influencer economy, mental health crisis in today's era, that is evolving every day, and platform inequality. So resistance and contradictions. There is, we can say there is a resistance that individual actions like digital detox and app deletion and the contradictions like authenticity versus optimization, engagement versus well-being. The third is creator dependence and attention degradation. So Raymond Williams believed that culture could serve human flourishing, not elite interests. And can digital technology do the same? That depends on the political struggle behind it. So synthesis. Williams and Marx together, if we see that they reveal the scroll is simultaneously leisure and labor, and connection and isolation, expression and performance, and free activity and commodity also. So conclusion. So this the analysis exposes how digital capitalism commodifies not only material labor but also immaterial dimensions of human existence like time, attention, emotion, and cognition. So within this regime, the user's engagement is continuously harvested, monitored, and monetized. The users become simultaneously consumer, producer, and commodity, participating in a system where leisure and labor are indistinguishable. So, however, cultural studies invites dialectical reading that recognizes potential for critique and agency by re-engaging Williams' belief in a culture as a site of democratic negotiation and Marx's vision of unalienated labor. We may envision possibilities for reclaiming digital spaces for collective creativity and critical consciousness. So this slide says why this study matters and my learning outcomes. These are my references, and thank you so much. Now you feel free to ask questions.
My question is how does cultural studies help to understand digital capitalism?
Cultural studies views everyday activities as deeply shaped by power and ideology, and it helps reveal how ordinary digital practices like scrolling, liking, and sharing functions as mechanisms through which capitalism reproduces itself.
So my question is, what is meant by commodification of attention?
So, commodification of attention refers to how our focus, our time, and our emotions online are turned into economic values, and social media platforms profits by selling user engagement data to as advertisements and other things. So this was from my side, and thank you so much.